saw eating a cinnamon roll, and you know what that means. Water.
Today is an adventure day. Today's adventure is going to take us near Pelser, Arkansas.
We are heading to the trailhead for Pedestal Rocks and Kings Bluff. So there's two trails that are off of this one trailhead. If you take one path, you head to Kings Bluff, which is really pretty because it has a nice waterfall in the rainy season. So we're hoping that there was enough rain recently that the water will be flowing today. And then if you take the other path at the trailhead, you go to Pedestal Rocks, which has these just incredible rock formations that are literally like big pedestals coming up from the ground and look almost like an anvil in a way. So really pretty spot. We're excited to go take a hike down there. It's one of our favorites, and because it's spring, the dogwoods might even be blooming at this point, so it should be a beautiful day.
See you there. So here we are in Jasper with Jasper, and he was actually named for this town because we do so much hiking in the area. Behind us is the Ozark Cafe, which is one of our favorites, and then behind me over here is another spot, the Blue Mountain Bakery and Cafe, where we also enjoy eating. Definitely a hot spot for motorcyclists and other people as they're passing through for the beautiful area. Well, we made it. The parking lot is sort of chip and seal, not too bad. There are some parking places on both sides of the road at the trailhead and some bathrooms.
All right, so we are at the junction here. You can either go left to Pedestal Rocks or right to Kings Bluff, and we're gonna head right to Kings Bluff to go check out the waterfall. The first little part of the Kings Bluff Trail today is super muddy. It's almost like walking in the middle of a stream. They've had a lot of rain down here lately, so be ready to have muddy shoes if it's been after a rain. Luckily, we wore our hiking shoes, which are waterproof, so that was good. And now that we're a little bit further down the trail, it has dried out. It's been very, very beautiful. Lots of dogwoods out in the forest. That's one of my favorite spring things. So, been a great hike. My little white dog is not quite so white, but he's having a great time.
So all of this tender new green growth on both sides of the trail, unfortunately, it's poison ivy, one disadvantage of spring hiking.
So when you start the Kings Bluff Trail, pretty quickly you're gonna come to this little fork in the road because it's a loop trail. So if you are wanting really muddy feet, take the fork to the right. If you want to stay a little drier, go to the left and do it as an out and back. We took the muddy way, but still cool because we got to see the whole trail. And when you do go to the right, you get to follow the creek for a little bit, which again is one of my favorite things to do when we go hiking. So we're almost back to the junction and getting ready to go hike the Pedestal Rocks trail.
And your dogs. There are pedestals like this one behind me all across this region along the cliffs. This one is one of our favorites. It's actually the first one that you come to right off the main trail. If you get off the main trail and walk along the base of the cliff, there are lots of these caves to explore, and this was definitely one of the favorite spots of our son and his friends whenever we would bring them to Pedestal.
We hope that you enjoyed this little taste of Pedestal Rocks and Kings Bluff.
Join us again soon for another adventure day.